Hello there.
Guys, just a quick disclaimer before the video starts. I was just editing everything. I was rewatching the whole hour, 50 minutes of screen recording I had and the reaction. Unfortunately, the audio was stuffed up in terms of the movie was way higher than my mic audio, which was such a difference to my other film when I did the Mulan one, where it was lower for the film, but my voice was much higher, and I messed it up with this one. I tried to find a better balance and I messed it up. So I tried to clip the best reactions. I had to take out a few. I had to take out a lot, in fact, because you just couldn't hear me. Like, you'd be me talking, and unless you want me to ADR the thing, but I'm not gonna do that. But I'm really sorry for that, but I hope you still enjoy some of the reactions I managed to get on. Hopefully you can still hear my voice, and then at the end I'll provide a breakdown of like what I thought, my initial thoughts, post thoughts, and like my ranking for the film. But hopefully you guys still enjoy. I'm really sorry for that, and I'll be better for the future. Once again, really sorry, but hopefully you like the video and you enjoy all my reactions that I could manage to get out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ellie Moses. This is Noob Reviews, where I, Ellie Moses, your noob, the host, reviews movies that I've never seen before or classics that you guys recommend to me. And my fellow subscribers recommended The Thing on our Discord chat. So this is going to be awesome watch. I've never seen it before. Interesting to see. I don't usually watch much horror as I tend to get nightmares. Yes, a 21-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, getting nightmares as he watches horror films from the past or any type of horror films. Yes, I do get nightmares. So this is going to be an interesting watch, and I'm not looking forward to it. Be ready for some, I guess, wuss or I guess bitch-like reactions, because yeah, horror does not sit well with me. I have not seen many horror films. I mean, I was walking past my brother watching what was it, I guess Halloween one day, and they had like some scenes from Michael Myers, and I was just sprinting to my room and trying not to look at the TV, and he was watching It Chapter 2 one day, and I just sprinted to my room without even glancing at the TV, because I don't want to see that clown ass fool. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, watching The Thing for the first time. John Carpenter's The Thing, the OG The Thing, not the remake. So I'm interested to see what this film holds, but let's get right into it. Don't shoot the husky. Don't shoot the husky. Don't shoot the husky. Frick! I'm so glad I'm watching this on my PC as well, because if anything scary happens, it's not on the big screen thing, so I can just go like that straight away.
Blair, I'd like you to start an autopsy right away.
Where would you start with an autopsy? Like, that is some fantastic aesthetic work, by the way. Fantastic. Today they would have gone with like the CGI grinding ring suit or something. That is fantastic. Look at that. Bro, if I saw that in the snow, laters, helicopter, and I'm gone. I am not bringing that back with me. Leave it in the snow.
You reach anybody yet?
Reach anybody? We're 1,000 miles from nowhere, man, and it's gonna get a hell of a lot worse before it gets any better.
Well, stick to it, Window. Stick to it. Nothing wrong with this Norwegian, physiologically anyway. No drugs, no alcohol, nothing.
Well, there you have it, guys. There is my watch along, I guess, and reaction to my first time watching John Carpenter's The Thing. Once again, I'd really like to apologize for the audio issues. I thought I had it well done, as last time when I did Alien Resurrection, I had it too low, and then again, this time I thought I'd up it a bit, but then this time it was too much, so you couldn't hear my voice as much. So next time I'll try and find a balance, do more tests, and I'm really sorry for that. But just to give my quick thoughts on the film, I did like it. I did like it. I enjoyed it. I don't think I thought it was as amazing as people have made it out to me to be. I do not watch much horror films in general. My only horror film I've watched in recent years, or like modern horror film if you want to get, was It. And the only reason I watched It was because my dad and brother kept calling me a word, which I'm not going to say on YouTube. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to man up to myself. I'm going to watch It. Stuff that little wuss ass clown. I'm gonna whoop his candy ass and go see it. And then I had nightmares for 3 days, so he kept me up. The lights were on. Yeah, keep the lights on. And yeah, after that, I just don't watch horror films. So when my brother was watching like Halloween the other week upstairs, or he watches It Chapter 2 upstairs, for instance, I get upstairs and run to my room and try not to look at the TV, because when you're watching it on that TV, man, and all the sound, it's just, I don't want to see it. And then I'll get one look at Pennywise, for instance, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. So I don't want to. But yeah, horror does not mesh well with me. But anyways, I'm just going to get to what I enjoyed with this film. The prosthetic work, the effects are absolutely phenomenal. Some of the best I've ever seen. There was some reactions where I was talking about the prosthetic work, and unfortunately couldn't hear it. So I'm sorry about that. But prosthetic work's absolutely fantastic. The attention to detail is phenomenal. Like, you can see the saliva moving on one of the heads in one scene. It's not just a still shot. They try to make it as active or as real as possible, and it looked so tangible and photorealistic. It's fantastic. And it's a shame many films decide to go for CGI nowadays, or they do motion capture, for instance, on it, that they forget the art of prosthetic and real makeup work. It's absolutely fantastic in this film. And some of the stop motion or effects, I don't know how they did it, but it's absolutely fantastic. I think it was a lot of animatronic work, and it's not just one multiple thing. They had to mold multiple shapes and different like figures. Like, you have the dog one, then you have the human ones, you have the one that bites his head off, the one that inside the body as well that turns into teeth. And I can see where Stranger Things now gets its inspiration with the synthwave score. It's just 2 notes, and it's really, really fantastic. But also the dog, when it opens up, I said it in the reaction, but you couldn't hear it. I said, that's a Demogorgon. I'm like, it looks like a Demogorgon. And my brother was telling me after how the Stranger Things writers get their inspiration from. I'm like, oh, and the synthwave score as well, it comes from that. And I did some more research now straight after the film, looking at the ending, because the ending is really ambiguous. And I looked at like multiple theories, how the communications wasn't working, so maybe it's taken over other places without them realizing. What happened to the Norwegians? Is there multiple? Was the thing trying to build the ship, as we saw with Doctor and trying to go recruit more of its kind? There's so much questions to ask about this thing. There's so much ambiguity surrounding it, like similar to the ending of the film. Like, what happens to McCready? I think it's Charles that's left over as well. What happens to them? One of them, the thing as well. Like, you don't understand. You don't fully understand how it functions as well, and that's left to the audience as well. And the characters' reactions are similar to that. They don't know how the thing works. They still trying to unfold it as the film goes along. They don't know how far it's spread. We don't know how far it's spread. We don't, like, for instance, there's a few teasers I was rewatching now. Like, it's a shame I couldn't get my reactions. I had to watch it all, and I'm just listening to the audio overpower my voice. I'm just like, far out, man, because like, I was rewatching the film at the same time, and I saw little tidbits and hints as well, where the dog licks one of the characters at the start, and he ends up being contaminated as well. It's like little hints here and there, and the directing is really great as well. There's some fantastic tracking shots. Like, a lot of the shots capture the framing is really great. Like, there's one shot where McCready comes in, and one of the other guys is working on a table, and he's talking, and he comes into view from the door, and it's just all in one shot. And it was like the lighting was different as well, the contrast. I was like, that was fantastic. But the thing I did not enjoy too much about this film is the characters. The characters, I couldn't care less for. Like, none of them, you don't get 1 inch of backstory to them. I don't think the performances are that crazy good. they're fine in my opinion. Like I think they're just fine. Even the main character like Kurt Russell and McCready, like none of them are given backstory. You don't get 1 inch of backstory to them, one inclination. Nothing. They're just the research team in the facility of Antarctica. Research team at this facility in Antarctica. And I think John Carpenter really utilized his location well as well. Like great sense of confinement, and you're secluded to this one area. Like you're trapped. You got nowhere to go, and you know the communications out as well. But the characters really let this film down for me. The acting was fine. I said the acting was fine. It's just like I couldn't care less. They're really expendable. They just got picked out one by one. But yeah, that's I think hurts this film a lot is the characters. Like in terms of like I couldn't really care less about, but I really want to explore more about this alien. There's so much ambiguity to be left. It's similar like Predator as well, where you get this one alien creature come down to Earth and you want to explore more. And like as we've seen in the Predator, they explored more about the lore of this. But obviously, this was just the thing. It was it was a remake already from a 1930s film already, and there's like the 2010 version, I believe, which I haven't seen neither. I just saw this for the first time. But yeah, in terms of a ranking, guys, my ranking system is actually based on Star Wars. So at the top of the list, you have Grand Master, then you have Jedi Master, then you have Jedi Knight, then you have Youngling, then you have Padawan, and then you have Trash Compactor, which is the lowest. But in terms of what I would give this film as a ranking, guys, I'm tossing and turning between Padawan and Jedi Knight because I don't think I'd rewatch this film. I thought it was well made and some great horror moments as well. Not overly reliant on jump scares. I think there's like 1 or 2, and there's some fantastic horror elements as well where the alien creature moves along like the quilt cover as it's covering the body, and like it's behind the characters, and you're like as the audience, like as the viewer, like, oh damn, you know something's about to happen, but they don't. Like you're like, watch out, man, but it's like not gonna happen. But I think just because of the prosthetic work and how amazing this film looked, and like the effects as well, I think I'm just gonna bump it up to Jedi Knight. It's a low Jedi Knight, but I'm going to give the thing, guys, the rank of Jedi Knight. There you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my noob reviews for this episode. I'm sorry about the episodes, but stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be Scarface. Take care.